There is a land where mountains rise to meet the sky, a place where history is etched into the very rock. This is Lebanon. Its story begins not in books, but in the earth itself. The sun climbs slowly here, its first light touching the peaks of Mount Lebanon. It spills down the slopes, turning emerald green hills into a sea of liquid gold. Below, deep valleys hold their breath, still wrapped in the cool embrace of the morning mist. This is a landscape of profound contrasts, a world painted in light and shadow, where every sunrise feels like a quiet, sacred promise whispered across the land. The air itself carries a unique sound. It is the sound of wind moving through ancient cedar trees, the legendary cedars of God. These are not just trees, they are living monuments, their gnarled branches reaching out like wise old arms. For centuries, they have stood silent watch over this kingdom of stone and sky. The wind's passage through their needles creates a low, humming music, a song that speaks of resilience and timelessness. It is a sound that has accompanied empires and travelers, a constant, gentle reminder of nature's enduring power in a world of constant change. From high above, the land unfolds like a crumpled map of secrets. Rivers carve their way through the terrain, their waters glinting like silver threads. These waterways are the lifeblood of the valleys, nourishing terraced fields that cling precariously to the hillsides. Wildlife moves with a deliberate, unhurried grace. A lone fox pauses on a ridge, its silhouette sharp against the morning glow. Birds of prey circle on thermal currents, their keen eyes scanning the vast expanse below. Every movement is part of a larger, silent ballet, a testament to life's persistence in this rugged, beautiful place. This is a corner of the Middle East often misunderstood, seen through a narrow lens of headlines and history. But to truly know it, one must look closer. One must listen to the whispers of the wind and the murmur of the rivers. The land itself beckons, inviting a slower, more thoughtful gaze. It holds stories that are not easily told, mysteries that unfold not in grand pronouncements, but in the subtle shift of light on a mountain face, or the quiet rustle of leaves in an ancient forest. Here, wonder awaits those who are patient enough to find it. If you've enjoyed this journey into Lebanon's hidden beauty, subscribe to our channel for more stories, landscapes, and untold wonders from around the world. Join us as we continue to explore, discover, and unveil the extraordinary. The villages seem to grow directly from the mountainside. They are ancient settlements, built from the same honey-colored stone that forms the cliffs around them. Generations have lived and died within these walls, their lives woven into the fabric of the community. As the sun arcs across the sky, it plays a game of light and shadow on the old stone walls. A narrow alleyway, cool and dark, suddenly gives way to a sun-drenched courtyard where flowers bloom in terracotta pots. The contrast is stark, a visual metaphor for the land itself, a place of hidden depths and brilliant revelations. In these timeless villages, life moves at a different pace. There is a rhythm to the day, dictated by the sun and the seasons, not by the frantic ticking of a clock. An old man sits on a wooden stool, his hands methodically carving a piece of olive wood, a craft passed down through his family. Children's laughter echoes through the winding streets as they play games their ancestors once played. The air is thick with the scent of baking bread from a communal oven, and the faint, sweet perfume of jasmine climbing a weathered stone facade. This is a world where tradition is not a memory, but a living, breathing part of daily existence. The architecture tells its own story. Red-tiled roofs cascade down the hills, punctuated by the simple spires of churches and the minarets of mosques. They stand as testaments to a history of coexistence their presence a quiet dialogue written in stone and mortar. Doorways are often framed with intricate carvings, and wooden balconies, known as mashrabiyas, offer glimpses into private worlds while providing shade from the afternoon heat. Every stone, every tile, every archway seems to hold an echo of the past, a silent witness to the countless lives that have unfolded here. At twilight, the villages transform once more. The stone walls absorb the last warmth of the day, glowing with a soft orange light. Shadows lengthen, stretching across courtyards and down empty lanes, creating a sense of deepening mystery. Lights begin to flicker on in windows, casting warm squares of yellow against the deepening blue of the evening. The sounds of the day give way to the gentle hum of the night, the chirp of crickets, the distant bark of a dog, and the soft murmur of conversations drifting from behind closed doors. The village settles into a quiet slumber, holding its stories close. Within these ancient walls, it is the women who are the true guardians of Lebanese heritage. Their strength is not loud or boastful. It is a quiet, formidable force that has sustained families and communities for centuries. They move with a natural elegance, whether tending to their gardens, preparing a meal, or simply sharing stories with their neighbors. Their hands are rarely still, always engaged in the practical magic of turning simple ingredients into a feast, or weaving threads into intricate patterns. They are the keepers of recipes, lullabies, and customs that form the invisible bedrock of their culture. Their days are filled with rituals, small and large, that connect them to the past and the future. The morning begins with the art of making coffee, a thick, potent brew prepared with meticulous care and served in tiny cups. It is a moment of quiet contemplation, a ritual of hospitality offered to any who might cross their threshold. Later, they might gather to prepare preserves from the summer's harvest, their laughter filling the air as they work together, their movements synchronized in a dance of shared knowledge. These are not chores, but acts of love and continuity. Their clothing is often a beautiful expression of this balance between tradition and modernity. In the bustling markets, you might see a woman in a brightly colored dress, its vibrant hues a stark and beautiful contrast against the muted tones of the ancient city. An older woman might wear a traditional headscarf, its fabric intricately embroidered, a testament to her skill and her connection to her roots. Their adornments are often simple but meaningful, a piece of silver jewelry passed down from a grandmother, or a string of beads believed to offer protection. Each element is a piece of their identity, but their role extends far beyond the home. They are the storytellers, the oral historians who pass down the myths, legends, and family histories that might otherwise be forgotten. In the cool of the evening as families gather, it is often a grandmother's voice that weaves the tales of jinn and heroes, of clever foxes and distant lands. They are the heart of the family, the center from which strength, wisdom, and culture radiate. Through their resilience and grace, they ensure that the spirit of Lebanon not only survives, but thrives, a flame passed carefully from one generation to the next. The souk is the beating heart of the city, a labyrinth of covered alleyways where the past and present collide. Here, the air is a symphony of smells, the sharp scent of exotic spices, the sweetness of honey-drenched pastries, the earthy aroma of leather goods, and the rich fragrance of freshly ground coffee. Every turn reveals a new sensory experience, a new layer of this ancient marketplace. The sounds are just as complex. The rhythmic clang of a coppersmith's hammer, the animated chatter of vendors calling out their wares, and the constant hum of 1,000 conversations blending into one. Light struggles to pierce the covered ceilings, filtering down in dusty shafts that illuminate floating specks of spice and dust. It creates a world of dramatic contrasts, where a vendor's face is momentarily lit up before he recedes back into the shadows. The stalls are piled high with treasures, a riot of color and texture. Brightly colored silks and hand-woven carpets hang like tapestries, while pyramids of olives, dates, and nuts create a landscape of edible jewels. It is a place that can feel overwhelming, yet there is an underlying order to the chaos, a rhythm that a visitor can slowly begin to understand. Here, commerce is a form of theater. The act of buying and selling is a conversation, a negotiation, a dance of wits and smiles. A shopkeeper offers a cup of sweet mint tea, an invitation to slow down, to talk, to connect. There is no rush. A transaction is not just about exchanging money for goods. It is about building a relationship, however fleeting. You can see it in the expressive hand gestures, the knowing glances, and the shared laughter. It is a deeply human experience, a tradition of commerce that has remained unchanged for centuries in this part of the world. As you venture deeper into the souk's maze, you feel as though you are walking through layers of time. One alley might be dedicated to goldsmiths, their tiny shops glowing with a warm, precious light. The next might lead you to artisans selling fragrant, hand-carved cedarwood boxes. These are not just souvenirs, they are the products of skills passed down through countless generations. The souk is more than a market. It is a living museum, a repository of culture and craftsmanship, where every object has a story and every sound is an echo from the past. There are places on earth that feel sacred, where the veil between the physical and the spiritual world seems incredibly thin. The Qadisha Valley is one such place. Its name means holy, and as you stand on its edge, looking down into its profound depths, you understand why. The cliffs drop away dramatically, their sheer faces carved by time and water. The valley floor is a ribbon of impossible green, a hidden world of fertility and life. The sound of the Qadisha River below is a constant, gentle murmur, a sacred chant that has echoed through this canyon for millennia. This valley has long been a refuge for those seeking solitude and spiritual sanctuary. Carved into the cliffs are ancient monasteries and hermitages, some of which are still inhabited today. They seem to cling to the rock face, accessible only by narrow, winding paths. To see them is to be struck with a sense of awe at the devotion and determination of those who built them. They chose this remote, challenging landscape as their home, seeking a closer connection to the divine in the profound silence and breathtaking beauty of the valley. Hiking down into the valley is like descending into another world. The air grows cooler, and the sounds of the outside world fade away, replaced by the rush of water and the call of birds. The path winds through groves of olive and walnut trees, past waterfalls that tumble down the rock face, feeding the river below. The light changes, filtered through the dense canopy of leaves, creating a dappled, dreamlike effect on the forest floor. There is a palpable sense of peace here, a feeling of being completely removed from the modern world and its relentless pace. Meeting the few remaining monks who call this valley home is a humbling experience. They live simple lives, dedicated to prayer and contemplation. their faces etched with a deep and abiding serenity. They are the living continuation of a tradition of asceticism that stretches back over 1,000 years. They share what little they have with a quiet generosity, their presence a powerful reminder that true wealth is not measured in material possessions. In the Valley of Saints, one finds not only breathtaking natural beauty, but also a profound sense of humanity's enduring quest for meaning. As the journey through this land comes to a close, the final morning light reveals Lebanon not as a place of headlines, but as a mosaic of immense complexity and beauty. The rising sun once again illuminates the peaks, casting long shadows that retreat from the valleys, as if the land itself is slowly awakening and revealing its true self. The wind still whispers through the cedars, but now its song carries a new meaning. It speaks of resilience, of survival, of a deep and ancient soul that has weathered countless storms. This land is a testament to the idea that strength can be found in grace, and that beauty can flourish even in the most challenging of circumstances. The faces of its people, especially its women, remain etched in the memory. Their quiet dignity, their role as keepers of a culture that is both ancient and vibrantly alive, is the true treasure of this nation. They are the weavers of its social fabric, the storytellers of its past, and the architects of its future. To have witnessed their daily rituals, their acts of creation and community, is to understand that the spirit of Lebanon is not found in its monuments of stone, but in the enduring strength and warmth of its human heart. Their welcome is genuine, their spirit unbreakable. This is a land that defies easy categorization. It is a place of soaring mountains and deep, holy valleys. It is a place of bustling, chaotic markets and silent, contemplative monasteries. It is simultaneously ancient and modern, a crossroads of cultures and faiths that have learned to coexist in a delicate, intricate dance. It is a nation that has been misunderstood, its rich tapestry often obscured by a single dark thread. But to see it up close is to see the countless other threads of gold, silk, and vibrant color that make up the whole. To leave Lebanon is to carry a part of it with you. It is to carry the sound of the river in the Kadisha Valley, the taste of freshly baked bread in a mountain village, and the scent of spices in a crowded souk. But more than that, it is to carry a sense of wonder, a deeper understanding of a place that is far more than its reputation. The journey reveals that beneath the surface of a world we think we know, there are always untold stories of beauty, tradition, and incredible resilience waiting to be discovered. And in discovering them, we discover something more about ourselves.